everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will discuss as to when tax audit is applicable for F&O trading. If you are new to my channel, I request you to subscribe and hit the bell icon below so that you can get notified when I post new videos. So without any further delays, let's get started. Any profit or loss incurred from trading in futures and options is considered business income and is shown under the head income from business or profession in the ITR. Income from futures and option is not a speculative business income. As the gains or losses from trading in future and option comes under the heading business income, we will see the provisions of section 44AB of Income Tax Act which determine the tax audit applicability in case of business. So I have now opened the guidance note on tax audit under section 44AB of Income Tax Act. This is the revised 2023 edition issued by the ICAI. Now if you scroll down here, so here you can see I have highlighted the provisions of section 44AB of Income Tax Act which determine the tax audit applicability in case of business as trading in future and option is considered as business income. I will first read out the provisions given here and then I will explain them in detail. So the tax audit is applicable in the following cases. In case a person carrying on business shall, if his total sales, turnover or gross receipts as the case may be, in business exceeds 1 crore rupees in any previous year, provided that in case of a person whose aggregate of all amounts received including amount received for sales, turnover or gross receipt during the previous year in cash does not exceed 5% of the said amount, and aggregate of all payments made including amount incurred for expenditure in cash during the previous year does not exceed 5% of the said payment. This clause shall have effect as if for the words 1 crore the word 10 crore has been substituted. Provided further that for the purposes of this clause, the payment or receipt as the case may be by a check drawn on the bank or by a bank draft which is not a account pay shall deem to be the payment or receipt as the case may be in cash. Person carrying on business shall, if the profits and gains from the business are deemed to be the profit and gains of such person under section 44 AE or section 44 BB or section 44 BBB as the case may be, and he has claimed his income to be lower than the profits or gains so deemed to be the profits and gains of his business as the case may be in any previous year. A person carrying on business shall, if the provisions of subsection 4 of section 44 AD are applicable in his case and his income exceeds the maximum amount which is not chargeable to income tax in any of the previous year. However, in the following circumstances, tax audit under section 44 AB is not applicable. This section shall not apply to the person who declares profits and gains for the previous year in accordance with the provision of subsection 1 of section 44 AD and his total sales, turnover or gross receipts as the case may be in business does not exceed 2 crore rupees in any such previous year. This section does not apply to the person who derives the income from the nature referred to in section 44B or section 44 BBA on and from the first day of April 1985 or as the case may be the date on which the relevant section came into force, whichever is later. Now let's understand the provisions that we just read out. So basically we will be discussing about the provisions relating to section 44 AD of Income Tax Act regarding applicability of tax audit only in case of business, as the trading in F&O comes under business income category. So if a person's total sales, turnover or gross receipts in the business exceeds 1 crore in any previous year, then he will be eligible for tax audit. However, this threshold of 1 crore increases to 10 crore when the aggregate of all amounts received in cash does not exceed 5% of the total sales, turnover or gross receipts, and the aggregate of all payments made in cash does not exceed 5% of total payments. In case of presumptive taxation scheme, the tax audit will be applicable when a person opts for presumptive taxation under section 44AE, 44BB and 44BBB. If the person claims income to be lower than deemed profits and gains under these sections. Section 44AE relates to presumptive taxation scheme for transporters. Section 44BB relates to special provision for computing profits and gains in connection with business of exploration etc. of mineral oils. Section 44BBB relates to profits and gains of foreign companies engaged in the business of civil construction etc. Under Section 44AD, if the provisions of subsection 4 of Section 44AD are applicable and the income exceeds the maximum amount not chargeable to tax, the provision 4 of Section 44AD will attract in the year when the assessee declares the profits less than 8% in case of cash receipts or 6% of the turnover in case of electronic receipts. So in case where the provision 4 of section 44 AD is applicable and in case where the assessee declares profit less than 8% or 6% of the turnover, in those cases the tax audit will be applicable. So there are following exceptions to the tax audit applicability. If a person declares profit as per provision 1 of section 44 AD1 or as per provision 1 of section 44 ADA, they are not required to undergo a tax audit unless their total sales, turnover or gross receipts exceed 2 crore for section 44 AD. Also, this section does not apply to persons deriving income under section 44B or 44BBA. 44B deals with the taxation of profits on shipping businesses carrying passengers or goods to or from an Indian port in relation to non-residents or foreign companies. Section 44 BBA relates to special provisions for computing profits and gains of the business of operation of aircrafts in case of non-residents. Now we will discuss the tax audit applicability in case of trading in FNO based on the understanding we have gained relating to the provisions we discussed just now. If the turnover from FNO trading exceeds 10 crore, considering the cash receipt and payment conditions mentioned earlier, a tax audit is mandatory. If the turnover exceeds 1 crore but is within 10 crore, a tax audit is mandatory if the aggregate of all amounts received, including sales or paid in cash, exceeds 5% of the total amount. If the turnover is below 1 crore, no audit is required unless you declare profits lower than the prescribed rate under the presumptive taxation scheme and your income exceeds the basic exemption limit. Presumptive taxation. Under section 44 AD, if a person opts for presumptive taxation and declares profits less than 6% of turnover in case of electronic receipts or 8% of turnover in case of cash receipts and their total income exceeds the basic exemption limit, a tax audit is mandatory. As an exception to the above, a person is not required to undergo tax audit if his turnover does not exceed rupees 2 crore even when he opts out of the presumptive taxation scheme. Now let's discuss the applicability of tax audit in case of a person who incurs losses while trading in FNO. If a person incurs losses from FNO trading and if he wishes to carry forward the losses, a tax audit is required regardless of the turnover, provided the total income exceeds the basic exemption limit. In summary, a tax audit is applicable for FNO traders if the turnover exceeds the specific limits or profits are declared below the presumptive rates or losses are to be carried forward considering the person's overall income. If you found this video informative, please Like and share the video and subscribe to my channel. If you have any queries, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching the video. I will see you all in the next video.